I am really excited to see what they have to do with this poem. Guinivere's Apple, written by me, Stan Galloway, directed by Jordan Huff, cast tonight Kate Flora as King Arthur, Angela Tolomei as Guinivere, Emma Leweke as Tristram, and Julianna Brooks as the Reader.
Tristram's dead, was all he said, and took my hand to show his sympathy. Our eyes turned down, unmet, and studied there a bowl of apples freshly laid by morning's maid. His finger slid across my hand, unbidden, warm, and dandled up my cuff as if to say, we should have guessed. We tried our best, or nothing more that you or I can do. This was the hand that in the night had soothed the daylight tensions, offered grace, accepted me, assured my place beside him on the throne, still warm and strong upon my own. The apples glinted lively in the sun. They too suggested warmth and firmness meant to comfort, their bright redness overcoming dull clay tinted gray from sturdy use. I heard him sigh, a signal that our thoughts for him must be regretful and respectful. Nothing less would fit our station, nothing else express a measured, fit goodbye. My thoughts rode back 2 fortnights hence, to weigh some sense from Tristram's parting words with me. I cannot stay, he said. My heart is gone, and I must go to it. He was resolved. But hearts, I said, and wills are not the same. Each part builds something larger, whole. He sneered and lifted both hands to the moonless sky and sifted air. No part, no life worth having. He'd return, I thought. He'd gone before, so many times, to Brittany and Cornwall, Lyoness and Ireland. He would return with songs and rhymes, I thought. Farewell. How did it happen? Were the words I heard come from my lips? The words were hardly mine, but there was no one else to speak them. Slowly, Arthur raised his head, spurred by my voice. My furtive eyes, with tact, observed him fix the stone with meek command to speak the message. Guinivere has said that he was taken in the act of wooing Cornwall's queen. This practiced proclamation from his royal voice showed me his loyal, distant stance. He would take time to reconcile words with fateful chance and cold reality. My Arthur sometimes lagged in joining thought and act, deliberate to grasp the impact of the words on life. He dragged his eyes with self-control to view the bowl of apples. Red and gold they sat, plucked yesterday, engendered by the tree that whispered through the window, latent energy abiding, each one waiting for its time to come. His finger traced a line along my own. Then he looked up, returned. His smile, crooked as it had been that first time he faced me in my father's hall when I was 9. Even then, I saw someone that I could tease with and could trust. He pulled the sword in London just that day, it seemed. His famous reign began for me with that quaint smile. I wonder where the decades now have gone. He 38, I 29. It seemed that all our life lay now behind us. News of death can make even the fullest life deflate. He was more bold than wise, more heart than brain. This voice was just for me, his intimate, his closed-door voice. This voice had told a daughter in her father's hearing that she'd be queen. Leodagrans had stammered when the king then asked permission. The memory makes me smile. He'd given half his castle in the Rhine clamor of assent. I too was pleased, though no one asked, to play my part, unseen but quite content, as Arthur's wife and Britain's queen. My role in life could certainly oblige a lesser station. Sure he was, the voice went on, a man addicted to amusement. Female charm, he meant. He never quite grew up, and yet the best knight of the tournament, hands down. Life was ever just a game to do. His friends were pawns and knights and rooks, no bishops. He did ever aim to check the queen. Not you, of course, but figuratively. He chuckled at the metaphor he made. And now, Black King's castle at the cost of his dear queen. Iseult, I asked, alarmed, dying from the blade that pierced his back. Unwise, like Zimri with some princess whore from Pinion, he pushed incautiously right through her chamber door. King Mark then coldly entered to dispatch them with one thrust. I winced to think this privacy now shouted from the castle roofs. I was convinced such shame occurred, for hadn't Gawain and Atard done quite the same, though lived to tell. But Tristram was no goat like Gawain, nor was he an Absalom to use such means to claim a throne. No, Tristram's silver throat was champion of song and game and joust. He was the darling of the court. His tongue delighted lord and maid alike. He'd sung to king and peasant, challenged noblemen on board or field. His only foe was envy. Who would not have gladly changed his faith, his place, his name, his face with Tristram? Who would spurn the chance to please so many? Every woman's head would turn to find that voice's face. He flattered me, I've never told, when I first came to Camelot. The dragon's fire never flares too close to his own heart, he said, as spry insurance from the flame. I hadn't thought of Arthur as a dragon. Hand on mine, his gentleness swam over other faults. One hardly noticed when he sought more than he gave or snubbed the slave. I'd swept the proposition aside deftly as a courtesy, a compliment, acknowledged but rejected. So he sighed and slept with someone else to soothe his hurt. I didn't know him then as I do now. Perhaps I never really knew him as I could have, as I should have. His heart on show was much more obvious than mine. Yet, what a heart! I envied his audacious risk, his verbal art, his jeu d'esprit that rivaled even Guinivere. When he called Arthur king of doormats, how I glared. But 2 months later, every straggling knight could wield a lance much better than before. Each sword could bite much sharper. Every rebel lord began to yield to Arthur's name. This Arthur benefited, won renown, because a forest knight had dared front the crown. No grasper, he was gone when Merlin bared the table seats folk talked about. That crown lay cold on Arthur's head, with more than one great benefactor dead, gone down in battle or in shame, and like his smile, tilted, honor sat in hints of gray. You're quiet, Mead, he said. I smiled weakly, here amiss, looked down. A pet name, Mead. I hated it, yet never told him so. He said my honey kisses made him drunk. So I became his mead while others used a cup. He meant to be endearing, I concede, but failed in this attempt. My wit is bruised, I said. Forgive me, I'm distracted. Understandable. His hand moved to the apple bowl and traced the Roman figures crudely inked in former times. Their days had faded, lost like hourglass sand displaced. Respectful of my silence, patient flawed he sat. Where lay the vigor that had burned to rally men to tournament and battle? Tristram was not so. I turned away. The window framed a glorious day. Along the road, a knight in blue and silver trappings rode a gray horse to the apple tree. He took the aimed-down lance and raised it up. He snaked it firmly up between the green and brown to reach a well-protected apple left alone upon the crowning branch. Its firing tip stretched high as it could go. He shook the branch to make the ready apple fall. Then leaning out, he dropped his lance, and tumbling from the horse, he caught the tumbling apple, pulled it to him, took the fall. He bruised himself, but not the tender fruit he'd so retrieved. He got up from the dust. He took the treasure to his lips and tasted full the sweetness he believed he'd find. I thought that I could taste his triumph, taste the salty sweetness on my tongue. My nose could smell the soft bouquet. My eye could see delicious satisfaction swell within. I pulled the bed of apples to me, just outside the reach of Britain's king, and took the topmost apple, red, imploring to my teeth, and bit into the white dark.